Well, what do you know about this Kentucky Duke rivalry?
I know it's the rivalry between two blue schools, so um, obviously I know they don't really get to play much, so every game's important, but that's kind of about it.
How excited are you guys to test yourselves? It's a big arena, a big environment, a big
Yeah.
game.
I mean, pretty excited. I mean, we treat it as just another game, but whenever you get to travel and play in a different arena than yours, it's always exciting, and especially when um, it's a tournament and you're playing like obviously better teams. It's always exciting just to see where we're at and to see how the work that we put in the off season is gonna pay off. So
A lot has been said about the maturity of this team, and that can make a big
yeah.
difference in a big game like this. How do you think that plays into it?
I think it plays into it a big part because we've all been here before. Like we've all played in big games. Been in a big tournament where we're playing a rival or something like that. We've all been in that area. So, just trying to take it the same approach like we're playing a normal game. That's just how we're doing it. We're a mature group, so we know that we can't just go out there and just start playing different because it's a different arena or it's a bigger game. We just have to stay to our principles. So we're just preparing like any other game, really.
How do you think maybe a freshman Otega would have performed in this game versus one that's junior like yourself?
I mean, he would have been excited seeing the bright lights. Obviously, being at Kentucky and playing against Duke, he definitely would have been excited for sure. But um, I mean, now that I'm older, I kind of just see it as just another game. Um, I mean, I'm blessed and excited to be in a position to play Duke and to play for Kentucky. So definitely grateful for that. But I mean, I'm just excited to play, really.
Coach Pope said he was really talking about getting more rebounds, getting on the boards. You guys did that the last game. Is there anything else he's really stressing that he wants you guys to work on?
Nah, it was really just the offensive rebounding, just rebounding in general. I guess the first game we didn't do too well on the boards, and then even the exhibitions we didn't do too well. So the whole week has pretty much just been preparing for that, and just being physical because we know that we have the tools and pieces to get a lot of offensive rebounds and just other rebounds in general. So that's pretty much all he's been stressing.
Was there a point of emphasis for this game in particular?
Nah, no, we're just still worried about rebounding as a whole because we did good last game, but we have to keep it up. I mean, we can't just do it one game and then next game go back to our old habits. So we're just staying consistent in the rebounding.
Coach Pope has really emphasized kind of keeping your emotions in check. You never want to get too high or too low. That's easier said than done. Is there any specific thing that you do that kind of allows you to stay in this even keel all the time? You look pretty calm and collected like that.
I mean, for me, it's like when I'm on the court, like obviously there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, but you just gotta let your energy take over. I would say, but just know how to control it. Obviously, you don't want to be out there and just be too riled up where we're getting tags or like say we don't get a call and we just like things just start going downhill and you start having a bad attitude. You don't want that, but obviously when you play the game with passion, it brings more fun to the game. So, I mean, for me, I'm always gonna go out there and play with passion and just like have high energy. So
How much film have you already seen of Duke going in now?
a lot. I mean, I watch the games that they played before, and on top of that, we're playing them, so we have scouting and stuff like that. So definitely been doing our part.
Well, what stands out from what you've seen? What impresses you about them?
Um, I would just say they're pretty tall. Uh, I mean, it's like there's no one under 6'5" in their starting lineup. So, I mean, they're tall, but it's college basketball. So, yeah.
What do you guys have to do to leave Atlanta with a win?
Just stick to our principles. Try not to get out of our own, like what we do. Um, Go in there and just play the way we play. Be aggressive, execute on plays, guard. I feel like when we guard, that sets up our offense. So, pretty much everything that we've been doing, just stay consistent in what we do.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. I grew up a guard, so I feel like recently it's been like Jokic, Sabonis, guys like that. They're the kind of guys I feel like I know to back up right now.
You've done really well with passing the ball too. You've had a little bit of turnovers as well. Is that just a matter of getting your chemistry together with everyone else, or are you trying to toe the line of being sped up without being too sped up?
Yeah, I'll say it's just I wouldn't say chemistry, but the defense bucked up throughout his last game was we kind of had a stretch where we didn't know what was going on, and I feel like that's where most of my turnovers came from, or even just with ball security when I drive, I feel like I'm just letting them get a hand on it. So just things like that, I go to team up on, but I'll be good otherwise.
What do you know about this rivalry between Kentucky and Duke?
I don't know much about it. I know that the matchups switch every year, but you know, I don't really. The only rivalry I know about right now is Louisville, so I don't know about any of the other ones.
That's
Yeah.
when you committed to Kentucky, are these the kind of matchups that you see yourself playing in?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of the games coming up as well, even in conference play, it's just great matchups. I didn't really think I would ever be a part of. So yeah, that's definitely fun for sure.
Have Pope ever tried to get under your skin during practice?
Yeah, a lot of the times, even last game, I'd say so, just because of how good the 7 foot guy was, Williamson. So I feel like he does that a lot, just to kind of get prepared for the games. I'm going to be surprised if he doesn't do it today, but it's kind of fun.
Do you think it works? Does it motivate you in that?
Yeah, it works for sure. It does.
You know, Andrew kind of spilled that Pope was saying that Noah was going to have like 30 points on you during practice. Do you
Yeah.
remember like what he was saying and what kind of jokes he does at you?
It's just things like that, saying that he's going to outwork us and things like that. I feel like me and BG it was on our minds to come out there and prove that that's not going to happen. So hopefully we do the same tomorrow too.
Mark, certainly a lot of focus on flag, and I understand, understandably so. But what impressed you about they've got a 7'2" freshman? You'll be matched up there.
What impresses me about him? You
Yeah,
said?
yeah, just like what you seen on film.
Yeah, I feel like, he goes after everything. He has a motor, runs the floor, things like that. So it's just, at that point, it's just we got to wear him down, I guess. Just kind of attack him, try to get him in foul trouble, things like that. So, well, he's a great player. We can't go into any matchup taking it for granted or anything like that. So it'll be fun to see how it goes.
What do you guys have to do to lead a win?
Just play the same we've been playing for the past 4 games. I feel like the unselfishness, the way we run the floor without pace, I feel like not many teams can match up with that. So just going in and doing what we've done for the past 4 games is gonna.
Is there anything you guys can learn about yourselves when you do go on the road in an environment like that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every road game's a test. Every environment's different. So just seeing how level-headed, how calm we are, I feel like that kind of shows what kind of team we're gonna be. So.
You seem pretty calm right now. You think you'll have jitters when lights go on up there?
I mean, I had the jitters the first exhibition game. I feel like since then, everything's going to be fine. There's not really any environment around the country which is like rough. So once I go through that, I knew I'll be fine anywhere else.
Coach Pope makes a big deal about making sure you keep the emotions in check. You get too high, too low.
Yeah.
How are you able to do that? Are you by nature somebody who's pretty chill, laid back?
I mean, it's like you say, if you just go game by game and just, don't really think about the past or the upcoming games too much, I feel like that keeps you in the right, frame of mind in the right place. So just keeping that mindset of just not being too far ahead or too far in the past kind of helps me out.
How do you think you've matured over the course of a couple of years? What would your emotions have been like if you were a freshman coming into this game versus what you know now?
Yeah, I would say just my body language. I feel like when I was younger, a freshman, I feel like people can tell when I'm either nervous or annoyed or things like that. But just, once you change that, I feel like it just helps you a lot. It helps my teammates a lot too, just seeing, especially for the younger guys, just seeing that if we're calm and, collected, I feel like they'll do the same thing. So it's just little things like that. Appreciate it.
You know any of the people